My dear one, if these words resonate with your heart, I invite you to share your faith by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Feel free to declare your love for God in the comments by writing, "God, I love you." I have witnessed every challenge you have faced, even when no one else seemed to stand beside you. I have seen the weight of your sorrow, the silent nights when you longed for relief. Though you may have felt abandoned, I was always there, carrying you when you could no longer bear the burden alone. Others may have underestimated you, failing to see the strength and purpose I placed within you. They spoke against you, assuming their words could define your worth, but I assure you, their voices hold no power over what I have ordained for your life. Their schemes will not succeed. The plans made in secrecy have already been dismantled. You endured struggles meant to break you, yet here you stand, not by your own strength, but because my hand has never left you. When the doors closed, I was preparing a greater path. When people walked away, I surrounded you with divine protection. Every betrayal, loss, and rejection served a purpose, shaping you for what is to come. Those who doubted you will soon witness the transformation I have set in motion. What was stolen will be restored in ways beyond human comprehension. They assumed you would remain beneath them, but I am lifting you higher than they ever imagined. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. You have questioned why I allowed certain hardships, wondering why I did not intervene sooner. But I was never late. Every storm you faced was not meant to destroy you, but to awaken something within you. You discovered a resilience you never knew you had. You learned to trust me when everything else crumbled. You grew in ways beyond your understanding, and now, the season of endurance is shifting. The chains that held you back are breaking, the burdens are lifting, and the sorrow is fading. You are stepping into a time where those who mocked you will stand in silence, unable to comprehend the magnitude of what I am doing in your life. I have counted every tear, and none have gone unnoticed. Your cries reached me, and I have responded. Those who sought to harm you will see my power at work in your life. No scheme formed against you will prevail. I am your defender, your protector, your ever-present help. You do not need to fight this battle alone. I am fighting for you. Stand firm and witness how I turn the tide. The weapons raised against you will crumble. Those who dismissed you will be silenced. Those who took advantage of your kindness will long for your presence, but I am setting you apart. I have kept you hidden for a reason. I removed you from places that would have hindered your destiny. I pulled you away from situations that seemed promising on the surface but carried unseen destruction. Certain relationships had to end because they were not meant to walk with you into your next chapter. Now the time has come. It is time for you to rise, to step fully into what I have been preparing for you, to embrace the fulfillment of my promises. Nothing can hinder what I have spoken over your life. Nothing can reverse what I have set in motion. I have seen your faithfulness despite adversity. You could have turned away, but you chose to trust me. You could have given up, but you held on. Because you endured, because you waited on me, your rewards are now being released. No more delays, no more waiting, no more uncertainty. What was withheld is being poured out. What seemed impossible is now unfolding before you. What was blocked is opening. You are stepping into a season where my favor will overshadow you. Stay focused. Keep your heart aligned with me. Distractions will try to pull you away, but remain steadfast. The enemy will attempt to plant doubt, whisper lies, and make you question what I have promised. But remember, I do not change my mind. My word will not return empty. What I have declared will come to pass. Those who dismissed you will see the truth. Those who believed you had nothing left will witness abundance overflowing in your life. Those who thought they had control will realize they never did. I have been working behind the scenes, aligning everything for your good. And this is just the beginning. What you see now is merely the start of something far greater. I am moving swiftly, shifting things so dramatically that even you will be amazed at how quickly everything changes. Your story is being rewritten in ways beyond what you could have imagined. Isaiah 43 verse 2, When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned, the flames will not set you ablaze. I have seen you hold on when you felt like letting go. I have watched you press forward despite exhaustion. Now, my child, I declare to you, it is finished for them. Those who thought they had the final say are about to witness my power in ways they cannot comprehend. Stay prepared. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Everything you have been praying for, everything you have been longing for, everything you have been expecting, it is happening, piece by piece, moment by moment. The very foundation beneath you is shifting. The ground you once feared would swallow you is now the place where I will establish your victory. Every uncertain step, every moment of doubt, was never wasted. I have woven every detour into the masterpiece of your destiny. When you stood at the edge of despair, believing the end was near, I was crafting a new path beyond what you could see. You were never forsaken in the wilderness. You were being prepared for a journey that few could endure. The silence you experienced was not neglect, it was a sacred space where I refined your soul. Look now at what I am unveiling. The darkness that once clung to your steps is fading, replaced by my light. No longer will you hesitate, questioning the direction of your journey. I am making the way clear, straightening every crooked road, lifting every valley, and leveling every mountain before you. Those who doubted you will stand in awe as I elevate you. The voices that once tried to drown out my whisper will lose their influence. Every effort to diminish your purpose is crumbling under the weight of my divine will. What seemed like loss was actually positioning. The doors that remained closed were never meant for you. The people who left were not equipped to carry your promise. The missed opportunities would have only distracted from the greater portion I have reserved for you. Do not dwell on the past. Release the need to understand why things happened the way they did. I am the architect of time, the one who orchestrates seasons. What felt like delay was, in reality, perfect alignment with a moment that could not arrive a second too soon or too late. Listen closely, the atmosphere around you is shifting. The struggles that once weighed you down are losing their grip. You are stepping into divine acceleration. What once took years will now unfold in days. The seeds of faith you planted, even when the ground seemed barren, are now sprouting. The prayers you thought went unheard have reached my throne. Not a single tear, not a single plea, not a single whisper was overlooked. Watch as I reveal what has been hidden. The wisdom, the revelations, the mysteries that once seemed beyond your grasp. I am imparting them to you now. You will walk in understanding beyond your years, in insight beyond your experience, in discernment beyond human wisdom. I am setting you apart, not for isolation, but for transformation. You are being shaped into a vessel that will carry my presence. No longer will you only hear of miracles, you will walk in them. No longer will you listen to others' testimonies, your life will become one. Even now, I am aligning the right people around you, removing distractions, and establishing connections that will sharpen you. You are not alone. You never have been. Get ready, everything is about to change. You have yet to fully grasp the enormity of what is unfolding. What you currently see is merely a glimpse, a small fraction of a much greater reality that is coming into view. The horizon before you is not the limit, but the entrance to something far beyond human comprehension. This moment has been carefully orchestrated for a grand unveiling, something beyond anything you have ever imagined. There is no hesitation in my plan, no uncertainty, no reconsideration. I do not waver, nor do I postpone what has already been set into motion. The timing of your progress is exact, unfolding precisely as intended, neither premature nor delayed. Every step, every transition has been divinely timed to perfection. What once seemed distant is now rapidly approaching, and what felt impossibly slow is now gaining momentum. The doubts that once whispered failure have been silenced by the undeniable power of my declaration. My words carry authority beyond challenge. Philippians 1 verse 6, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. I am expanding your capacity, stretching your ability to receive and preparing you for the depths of what lies ahead. You are not being refined for hardship, but for mastery. What once seemed overwhelming will soon become second nature, as I am equipping you to step into the fullness of what has already been spoken over your life. The challenges that once towered over you no longer hold power. They are mere illusions, distractions attempting to obscure the truth of what I have already secured on your behalf. No opposition, accusation, or obstacle can stand against the authority that has been placed within you. Your discernment is being sharpened. No longer will uncertainty cloud your decisions or hesitation hinder your steps. The atmosphere is shifting, carrying the essence of the future I have ordained. Though the path ahead is uncharted, I have already walked before you, ensuring every detail is set in place. Your journey is unfolding like a manuscript, revealing intricate layers of purpose that were once hidden. What seemed obscure is now becoming clear, aligning with a blueprint established beyond the bounds of time. The echoes of past struggles no longer define your course. The uncertainty that once blurred your vision has given way to clarity under the weight of my decree. I have set you on a new trajectory, unrestrained by past limitations and overflowing with favor beyond your imagination. You are not stepping into the familiar, but into the unknown, where my presence alone will sustain you. This path is not predictable, yet it is secure. Though unseen by the natural eye, your destination has already been secured in my hands. Nothing can hinder what I have initiated. No force can postpone the manifestation of my word. My authority is absolute, my decree unshakable. What I have set in motion will be completed without interference or deviations. Joel 2 verses 25 to 26. I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten. You shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, who has dealt wondrously with you. Your spirit has sensed this shift before your mind could fully grasp it. The alignment taking place within you is not a coincidence. It is the unfolding of a divine sequence orchestrated in perfect harmony. What once felt scattered is now converging into a clear, undeniable reality. I am refining your vision, lifting the haze that once clouded your perception. Where there was once confusion, there is now certainty. You will discern with clarity what is from me and what is not. No longer will assumption guide your steps. You will move forward with the assurance of divine direction. The distractions that once pulled at your focus are losing their grip. The voices of deception are being silenced, false narratives are unraveling, and every misleading influence is being dismantled. You are no longer in a season of waiting and wondering. The days of questioning whether breakthrough will come are behind you. This is not a time of delay, it is a time of revelation. What was once withheld is now being released. The storehouses of promise are opening, pouring out what has been reserved for this appointed moment. Where there were once barriers, doors are now appearing. The boundaries that limited you have been lifted. I am expanding your influence, increasing your reach. You will step into places once thought unattainable, walk in opportunities once deemed beyond your grasp. The wisdom you need for what lies ahead is already within you. Layers of understanding have been deposited over time, preparing you for moments yet to unfold. What seemed like ordinary days were, in fact, seasons of divine preparation. Now you will find that knowledge flows effortlessly, and insight arises instinctively. No longer will you second-guess the gifts I have placed within you. You were not created to retreat, but to advance. You were not designed to remain hidden, but to shine. The era of doubt has ended. The time for walking in full confidence has arrived. Every resource you require is already being arranged. You will not experience lack on this journey. What once seemed scarce will now be abundant. I am aligning every need with its provision, every step with its opportunity, and every connection with its purpose. Do not fear what is unknown, for I have already navigated the path before you. Though it may seem uncharted to human eyes, my footprints have already marked every turn with certainty. Trust is not a risk, it is the firmest foundation upon which you can stand. Acceleration has begun. There is no more waiting for the perfect conditions or allowing circumstances to dictate your pace. The moment is now. Movement will be swift, and doors will open faster than expected. The force of my favor is propelling you forward without resistance. Your name is being spoken in places you have never set foot. Favor is preparing the way ahead of you. The impact of what I have called you to do will extend beyond your own reach, surpassing natural limitations. You are standing at the threshold of a divine revelation. What was once hidden is now coming into view. The clarity you have sought, the direction you have longed for, the purpose you have been waiting to fully embrace, it is all aligning seamlessly. The fragments of your journey are forming a complete masterpiece. This is not happening by your effort, but by my divine appointment. You are not striving to make it happen, you are stepping into what has already been destined. The weight of past seasons is lifting, making room for the mantle of authority that now rests upon you. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable are dissolving before your eyes. You will pass through what once appeared impossible. Nothing can stand against what I have purposed for you. The transformation will be undeniable, not just to you, but to those around you. Even those who doubted will have no choice but to recognize the shift taking place. You will not need to justify or explain. My work in your life will speak for itself. The season of hesitation has ended. The time for small steps is over. Now is the moment to step boldly into the vastness of what has been prepared for you. The winds that once opposed you now push you forward with divine momentum. You are stepping beyond what is known, into realms untouched by human limitation. There is no precedent for what I am doing in your life. No blueprint drawn by human hands can contain the magnitude of my plans. Psalm 126 verses 5-6. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Those who go out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with them. Your voice will carry influence where it was once overlooked. The very ground beneath you is being transformed into a stage for my power to be displayed. What I have given you is not for personal gain, but for a purpose far greater than you can currently understand. Every limitation that once confined you is being removed. The ceilings that restricted your growth, the barriers that hindered your rise, all are falling away. I am providing you with an increase in discernment, allowing you to distinguish between truth and deception. No longer will distractions mislead you. The clarity I am releasing will illuminate every unseen motive, exposing the heart of every opportunity and decision before you. My presence is going ahead of you, clearing paths that once seemed impassable. Opposition will crumble before the authority I have placed within you. This is the season of divine acceleration, fulfillment, and unstoppable progress. Move forward without hesitation. What has been promised is now unfolding before you. Amen.